Alrighty then. So, looks like now is the Taydale Alone special. Looks like I'm going to be solo casting here. Um, okay, well, who do we have first? We've got the Necro band and the Spirit Breaker band. Looks pretty good. Pretty interesting to see that. Pretty basic bands. Pretty much what I kind of expected. So. Waiting to see again with the Anti-Mage band. I'm guessing that, like, I want to say Return is probably a really good Anti-Mage player, I guess. Like, they're targeting him really bad if that's the case. Let's see. Who else are we going to look and see who we get? So Lion's the first pick. I actually really like Lion as a first pick. I mean, you get some pretty interesting stuff. I mean, so pretty interesting stuff here. So Lion is going to link a lot of good things to it. You have your ult, which is really good. You have your just your stun in general. So pretty interesting to see. You don't really see it that often anymore, but I like it. I kind of wish the Dia would have put Team Murica up so I don't keep messing that up because I like it. We actually see the Underlord coming out again, so really like that pick along with an IO. That is a lot of map control. I am really excited to see how they play that out. That is definitely a lot of just in general map control, so pretty interesting to see. You don't really see IOs being played much anymore. So
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Should be good. Should be a fun time.
Whew, Radiant team band.
Shadow Shaman. Another really good support. So pretty good choice there.
Team band. Radiant team band.
Looks like we got a Bristleback being banned out and a Nature's Prophet getting banned out as well. Trying to stop up the split push. You have the Shadow Shaman, so that's a lot of split push already. You don't really want the added worry of the Nature's Prophet. So I hope that Team Murica doesn't go full on split push again, but we'll see how well that works. I only say that just because it didn't quite work out the way they planned last game, and I'm actually really surprised for that.
You got 10 seconds left. 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Definitely going to be interesting to see. We do see the Weaver and the Weaver getting banned out. I don't know who you ban out. I guess you want to ban out like Tiny. I think Tiny's a good ban here for Team Murica. You don't really want the Tiny IO. That's the most basic of the IO strats. So gonna be interesting to see if they manage to ban that out.
Radiant team pick.
Chaos Knight. So that's another one. You don't really want the Chaos Knight to be matched up. So I agree. I like that ban out as well.
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
Still think Tiny would be a really good pickup here.
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
See how well that works, but Crystal Maiden. I don't know. We might see a Storm PA getting picked up as well. There's a lot of pretty interesting plays. I mean, not as much split push coming from Team Murica this time, so see how they play off of that, but definitely something they need to worry about.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds. Dire team pick.
Gyrocopter. I guess the Gyrocopter pairs pretty well with Io. I think since you picked the Crystal Maiden, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to just grab, and you get Anti-Mage as well. I'm feeling a Storm mid. I think Storm's a really good pickup here. I think it works. It pairs really well with Crystal Maiden. Io, I mean, you don't need you have a very global presence right now. Underlord, Io, Storm would make that global presence a lot better. And now you have a Sand King. Granted, there are a couple ways to deal with Storm already picked up, so it might not be the best pick, but I greatly agree with it.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
But oh no, Rick.
5 seconds left now.
10 seconds left to pick a hero. If I was the Antica right now, and Anti, so I'm gonna call him Anti. If I was Anti right now, I don't know. I would ban out. Viper's a really good ban. I stand by it. Team Murica, ban out the Storm. I think that's your best bet. I think that's probably the best choice here.
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
Not 100% who they are going to pick. They,
5 seconds.
I mean, I don't know. Besides, who else are you scared of? I mean, I guess Quap. You don't want to play against her either, but I mean, I'm almost guaranteeing that Storm gets picked up.
Come on, Dire team, pick it good. Uh, 10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
They ban out the Lina actually.
Radiant team pick.
Ooh, Alchemist. That's actually pretty interesting. This team feels really green. Well, no, there are three Ags. Sand King, Shadow Shaman, and Lion. So out could go Ags. I mean, that is a mid Alchemist. Storm's still really good here. Storm deals with Alchemist really well.
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Actually ended up picking the Dragon Knight.
In there and choose that hero.
So it actually is a mid Gyrocopter and a safe lane Wolf Dragon Knight. Pretty interesting. I can dig it. I like to see what's going on. Pretty excited to see how this goes. Alright, so now let's look into game 2 and see how we're going to end up. Let's see now. Starting predictions. I actually really favor the Dire this game. Or the Radiant. Which one's the... Yeah, I favor the Radiant really, really well this game.
Huh. Oxygen-rich atmosphere.
Um,
Giant testicle monster.
I think that the mid lane is going to be really difficult to kill on either side. Not 100% sure what's going to happen there. But looking at the game. So, on Antique, we're going to have Wolfie Delta on Dragonite. Nemo on Io. Tice Chains on Underlord. Prime Soul on the Gyrocopter. Ooh, Camouflage on Crystal Maiden. Sarah on the Lion. God Akira on Shadow Shaman. Lin Sane returned. I'm going to call her returned. I kind of messed up that on Phantom Assassin. Romp on Saiyan King. And Finesse on Alchemist. So, pretty interesting to see. We did see Finesse on the off lane last time, I believe. Yeah, I think so. I think Romp went mid. But who knows? Let's see how they play this out. Good little ward placement there. Pretty sure that blocks. It doesn't quite block the camp, but you get some good vision. I don't actually like this ward at all. I mean, it's kind of a useless observer ward. If you're gonna use it, you might as well either put it in the back here, or I see a lot of places getting put right here just to block the camp. But
look at this game. It
meh.
just started, baby.
See.
I'll take your attention.
So, looking at it, pretty good blocks here by Finesse. A little bit better than Wolfie's. They met pretty close to Finesse's side. We do see Io starting off with the bottle. Just, I mean, this is perfect right here. You want to just basically harass out Alchemist as much as you can. That's basically what you want to do. I mean, you have the fire breath, breathe fire. I kind of wanted to call it fire breath. And you have Sarah just being really ballsy walking up. Pretty interesting. We're just gonna have a whole dual laned thing. We have Romp on the Shadow, or on Sand King up against Tice Chains. I don't know. I actually don't know who. These are both really, really annoying offlaners, and so I'm not actually sure who wins that. We have Gyrocopter. This is so not a mid Gyrocopter. I thought Prime Soul was gonna be it, but hey, whatever. I can dig it. I like players who can kind of switch it up a little bit. Even considering all the zoning with this, I mean, Finesse is doing a really good job getting last hits. He does have 8. I mean, so does the Shadow Shaman. But this top lane isn't actually a lane that I feel like is going to be rough on farm. Each player is going to farm as much as they really like it. It just depends on who can do the most work first. I say that, but I do think that Tice Chains actually might have the advantage. He is so hard to kill. Plus, he does have a better nuke, I believe.
Regeneration.
Good little stop. Nemo stopping the region, allowing Wolf Delta to just get as much as he can. Keep denying these. There is a lot of rotations here onto mid lane. I don't actually know if they're in danger, though, because it looks like Finesse might actually be in danger. He is going to manage to get out, though. He does Fairy Fire and bottle up. Honestly, Nemo might be in a little bit of trouble. If he gets hit one more time, and he does get hit at the end, he is going to be the first blood. Wolf Delta is actually in trouble, too. If you get a Shackles off, which you do have Shackles up, Wolf Delta is probably going to go down here as well. He is tanky. He does have the Dragon's Blood. Finesse actually in a lot of trouble as well. Wolf Delta does manage to run away from him. Good little rotation there by Camouflage. I don't think Wolf Delta would have gotten out. They are really low. Wolfie Delta, looks like Nemo is going to go in here just to try to annoy. Sarah, it does look like Sarah, and it's going to go down. So is that. Is God Akira going to manage to deny himself? And he does. God Akira gets denied to the neutral camp. Good throw right there. All in all, pretty I guess that, I mean, that was way into favor of the Radiant, I believe. Pretty interesting. Alchemist actually opting to go straight for the Radiance, not going for an armlet first. I don't know if I really agree with that. Going for the old fashioned, probably gonna get the Octarine and the I forgot the split pushing item. But yeah, probably gonna go for Octarine and Manta style, so pretty old fashioned. Not really how you see him being built much anymore, but I like it. Nemo actually might be in trouble here. I actually think that was a misplay. I think Sarah should have committed, and Akira would have been able to help catch it up.
This should make my life easier.
Camouflage, honestly, probably going to get caught out here. And yeah, Camouflage is definitely dead.
No.
Good rotation into the jungle there.
Trust me, you didn't want it anyway.
Looking at this, looks like we are going to see that. Honestly, still, though, it looks like, I mean, Romp doing a really good job top. Still top of the net worth chart. He does have the most last hits by 11. That's better than both mid and, like, safe lane carries. So, pretty interesting there. Prime Soul getting, I mean, there's a lot of harass going on down here. Prime Soul is really good for stopping this PA, though. Does look like Return's gonna have to be careful, especially because of Rocket Barrage. Does so much magic damage. We actually might see God Akira if he can manage to get grabbed. And I'm sorry, but that does not actually stop Rocket Barrage once it's started. And that is a kill going to Prime Soul. While this is happening, it does look like mid going on mid. Wolf Delta actually has the. Oh, there is another TP going in. I think Wolf Delta's honestly on the route. I don't know if he should have gone there. He's probably going to go down, especially because Wolf. No, Shadow Shaman. You need to. Come on, got it here. If you just grab him, he's dead. Actually, he's not because Nemo doing an amazing job coming in here for the save. It actually looks like we are going to see Finesse going down, and we might actually see. Yeah, we do actually end up seeing Wolfie go down because of Romp doing a really good job running in. Nemo actually in a really dangerous place too. 1 second up to the stun. He does manage to stun him, and are we going to see him go down? We do. Got Akira doing a really good job grabbing him, but Tai Chains is going to go ahead and firestorm him down. I think you need to stop being this aggressive now. You did really good doing that. I think you need to back up. Finesse actually not in a good place. You need to not be stunned up, and you are going to immediately go down to Tai Chains firestorm. That was... I don't know what he did there. That was actually a terrible place for him to be. Underlorn does have enough money to get his mana boots now. Is level 7 almost. Doing a really good job. He is higher level than the Dragon Knight, but he has been sharing with Nemo, so not too bad. Just blatantly on net worth charts. Romp doing still the most up there. Over 1,000 in net worth lead. Romp actually in a really bad place here now. He might go down. We do actually see the ult coming out by Wolfie, and he is not quite going to melt through. He does just kind of walk out. A little unfortunate. Looks like Fire Breath wasn't actually up quite yet. I think Romp would have gone down immediately if it was. So. With all that said and done, Prime Soul just sitting down here farming. I mean, it is 8 minutes. He has 38 last hits. That's not quite the best, but, I mean, considering you have 22 on the PA on the offlane, I mean, I don't know if I agree with Phantom Assassin doing this build either. I mean, Phantom Assassins, you don't really see the Battle Fury coming out much anymore. I mean, I would have rather see go a more aggressive build, Deso into something else, but Camouflage is going to manage to go down here from it. I don't know. I don't think that the Battle Fury is probably the call. Maybe go into a Deso using, honestly thinking this Ring of Health going into like a Vanguard into a Deso is probably the call, but Prime Soul using his call down to farm. I kind of like it. It does manage to lower these up. Got Akira actually in a really weird place right now, but there are 3. So honestly, Gyro, he's still going to be fine because Nemo's here. And it looks like Sarah's actually going to melt down because of this. Good go in for Nemo. Nemo's been really doing a really good job at saving up everyone. And looks like God Akira is actually in a really weird place as well. He's no one to deny to. He is just going to come over here and try to TP out. And he is going to get missed. He walks right into there, into the smoke. Oh, that was amazing. God Akira just dodging out. Should not have lived there, but he does manage to get out. So, good call there. Looking at some items. Nothing really big yet getting picked up. We do have the Ring of Health on Romp and on Returned. Nothing else really big. Prime Soul has his Aquila. Pretty standard stuff. Earnest Shadows on Nemo. Like it. We do see the Soul Ring on Wolf Delta. Like that as well. Honestly, this Alchemist needs to be really careful. Like, he's being over-aggressive, and he really shouldn't be. Wolfie should probably... I think Wolfie should have noticed that there was no mana on the Alchemist, so he probably should have just been very aggressive and only try to hit him. He has his Elder form, and I think Wolfie could have killed him. But we're just going to see some more general farming. I mean, surprising Romp is just so far ahead, though, in net worth. I mean, he is only still 1,000, but considering he was offlane solo as a Sand King, he's doing a really good job.
Double damage.
Looks like we are going to have a little go on top. We do assume Nemo and Camouflage jumping up there. Trying to stop out this Romp. He is going for his blink. He almost has it. Great timing. Pre 15 minutes. Really hard to kill Tide Chains, especially because Nemo's here. Honestly, Romp, you're doing... I mean, I feel like Romp's being overly aggressive here. Like, way overly aggressive, but it's okay. He does have friends in the late neighborhood now. If they go in and decide to jump on Underlord, I think that he might be able to get him. I mean... Not quite. There's not enough damage. I do actually think that... God, this is just such a hard lane to kill anybody. With so much tank on both sides. Camouflage is going to get dove on here by Return now. This is where the Deso might have been really good. I mean, you are going to kill her still, but you probably would have killed her way sooner. And actually, you might not, especially because Nemo's here to just come in and grab. But you do have God Akira, who's going to go ahead and grab through. God Akira actually looking really low. But Nemo doesn't have any mana, and neither does... Well, no, actually looks like Tide Chains. Not enough damage to hurry up and nuke him down. This is a really long ult, but he is going to manage to just jump out. So. And with that said, it does look like Nemo does manage just to run away. So, but while this is happening, I'm not quite sure why you went bottom, but hey, I can't complain.
Oh boy, Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
So, tower push game strong. Pretty low in the kill department this game, so it's going to be interesting. Nemo doing an amazing job here at saving all this here. I think that the death toll would have been way higher if it wasn't for Nemo. I do think they still need to be kind of aggressive. I don't know if they can kill Alchemist right now. They can maybe commit, but
what a mess.
They do look like they're pinging it out. They do kind of want to commit here. And we are actually going to see a double kill coming out. That was a beautiful Sand King ult with his... he does have his Blink Dagger, so great timing. They are going to manage to get Nemo and Wolf Delta. So this, I mean, Romp doing an amazing job of just committing and just making space on the map. He is still head of net worth. I mean, not by a whole lot. They have been leaving Return down bottom to just... Or Prime Soul down bottom to just farm up as much as he wants, but still just a lot of... A whole lot of space created. I do like, though, that that Alchemist here, That Finesse has actually opted to go for the go for his armlet first. I think that's going to be way more beneficial in these fights, considering there's been so much fighting going on. He can still get his Radiance here next, but probably a better choice just to hurry up and grab his armlet, which he does get already. Finesse actually, Finesse is really hard to kill now, especially because he has his armlet and his ult is up. Don't know if you dive this. He does pop his ult, just hit towers and kind of take it away. Yeah, pop your Dragon Elder form. Take this tower. You might want to be careful because it does look like Romp is coming in. Romp does see out Nemo, and Nemo is going to be pretty safe. There isn't much damage on Romp quite at the moment, but Nemo does need to be careful. There is a Link out, but Wolf Delta doing an amazing job at just stopping the Blink, and while all this is happening, it does look like Tide Chain's doing what he needs to do and just pushing out lanes. He does already have his mech, so that's really good. While we're doing that bottom, it does look like Prime Soul is going to find himself a kill here on return.
Can anyone hear me? It's a killing
That is, I mean, that's what you have to worry about. Prime Soul just, I mean, you have so much magic nuke, and that is what you don't want whenever you're playing as a PA. Alchemist being really kind of low. He does have his armlet to toggle. He does have his ult, though, so he is probably going to be fine. He does pop his ult. Does look like Prime Soul and Io are here, so they are going to do their casual run-in. Looks like Sarah is going to be in a really bad place. Sarah is going to melt. Prime Soul actually in a really bad place now, even though there are a lot of people. Does look like Romp comes in, and Romp is going to be able to help clean up with his ult. Epicenter doing a really good job, especially with his Burrow Strike. That is going to be a trade. Wolfie is probably going to go down, but the route from Tide Chain is going to be really good. Also, and well, just so tanky. There's just so many tanky heroes. They're diving on Wolfie, and it does look like it's actually going to be a pretty good trade. Looks like returns, they're going to go down to Tide Chains, and so is Romp. That is going to be a 3-for-1 trade and a tower. So that was just a huge net worth jump in the favor of Antika. I mean, just Antika doing a great job just showing their strength right here. Just an amazing net worth change. Actually, so Prime Soul actually takes the first spot for net worth now. First time in the game, Romp hasn't been on top, and he shoots down to third, while Tide Chains is actually in second. Tide Chains does opt to get the pipe before he gets his GG boots. I really like that plan. It does so much magic damage here on Team Murica. We do see the Radiance getting queued up. Honestly, I think I might have preferred seeing the Soul Ring on Alk, but hey. That would have been a really good grab there by Shadow Shaman. I think that God Akira would have been really good with that ult if it wasn't the Io, but Nemo is just running away. And I actually think God Akira is going to die from this. I mean, he is going to get hit, and he is just going to melt through. This is just such a tanky team, especially because you have Nemo and Tide Chains with this, I mean, all this stuff. He almost has his pipe built up. He is going to be so tanky, so hard to deal with. Plus, you have Wolf Delta, who's already extremely tanky with his Dragon Blood, and they're just going to melt through this tower. Prime Soul is in the prime, exactly where he wants to be. Wolfie Delta opting to go grab the creeps. I don't know if he needed to do that, but it's fine. They are going to probably manage to grab tier 2. Tide Chains and Wolfie and Prime Souls do so much damage. They are going to jump to go top, deal with Rompy, but he is just going to blink away. They do manage to catch him, though. Like, as long as you disconnect, so they are going to disconnect. Prime is going to be left here alone. I don't think he wants to commit here, but he does have 2 players coming in to disconnect. Camouflage does find Rompy, actually, but I think Camouflage is just in such a bad place right now. He doesn't even manage to get... He doesn't actually have wards. I thought that was the only reason he was jumping in. They are in really dangerous places. This isn't really where you want to fight right now behind tier 2s. You are going to get the Sarah. Is going to manage to ult and take out Nemo, but it does look like they are going to trade here. Camouflage and looks like Tide Chains. Here we go. Are you going to be able to pull him out? So you do. Actually, I think that's actually bad. Prime Soul actually probably going to die here now because of this. I mean, he is going to sit here and fight as much as he can. Is he going to be able to take Returned out with him? He is not. That was actually a huge miscalculation there by Tide Chains. Not really what you want to do. You don't want to leave your carry. I mean, he was right outside of that. I think that if you just would have stayed and fought, you might actually have been able to get more kills. I mean, you basically changed Romp for another carry, so that's definitely not what you wanted to do. But we go back to our farming. How close is Alk? So not quite. Alk, not a late timing. I mean, you want to get pre 25 minutes, I think. Maybe a little sooner on Alchemist, but not terrible. Io goes down? I don't know where Nemo was. Nemo went down to neutral creeps. That's funny. Well played. You tell him, Prime Soul. Tide Chains opting to get his Guardian Greaves. Does have the pipe, so that's really good. He'll have his Guardian Greaves here pretty soon. See, I mean, okay, so this right here, though, with amount of fighting that's been going on, I think that Return needs to not get a Battle Fury. He's not even close. It's 20 minutes in. This is not a very good timing here for Return. You could have gotten a Deso way earlier and been way more beneficial in fights. Now you're going to have a Battle Fury, and I mean, it's not really going to do that much for you. I mean, I don't know. I think you should have turned that region ring into ring of region into a Vanguard. You would have been so much tankier, and it would have helped you build up into the Abyssal Blade. That's just my opinion. We are gonna see Nemo go down as well, so we do have Primal Soul and Nemo go down. I got Akira dropping these ults. I like them. Like you don't normally see them drop ults for kills, but he get 2 of them, so it might be worth it. You are not going to be able to get the tower, though. I mean, Romp, seeing that the tower is so low, just opts to jump in and grab it. I mean, you might as well grab it. Yeah, so good job there, Romp, noticing that the tower was so low. Tower push, though, still in the favor of Antikythera. So, pretty interesting to see. Haven't seen a smoke yet this game. Kind of hope we could have seen those. We don't have a smoke anywhere. I don't know. None of the heroes have smokes. We do have camouflage res smoke. Sarah actually does have a smoke. So, the tier 2 just gonna melt down to Tide. I mean, you almost have 200 damage on Tide Chain, and you have over 100 on Wolfie, and you have Soul, who has so much. There's just so much power push. I think you need to back up though. Now, I mean, everybody's here. You go bottom. Farm this out. Yeah, bring all your heroes bottom. Just keep pushing that. It's the only outer tower you have left. So, good decision there. Go get these outer towers. Do this push game and end the game fast. I think you do have the better late... I mean, not necessarily the better late game, but you have the better mid to late game. You don't want Animage... I don't know, you don't want PA to get super farmed. You don't want the Alk to get obnoxiously farmed, so... Definitely going to be interesting to see how they deal with that. Do they know that someone... PA does almost manage to finish up there. She does finish up the Battle Fury. So that'll... I mean, the great news is that will escalate her farm, but it is going to put her back a little bit. I still don't know if I agree with it, but hey, if it helps you win the game, I can't. Tide Chains probably should be hitting the towers. He does manage to go over here and get more Atrophy Aura. Snakes being dropped. The snakes are being dropped for the most confusing places. I mean, these snakes are almost useless. They're just going to get eaten up. We are going to see Sand King ult, though. Sand King, but unfortunately, there is a pipe that is just going to make sure that ult does nothing. And the entire team is just going to melt. Are we going to see Sarah go down? Nemo doesn't quite go down. Nemo's just going to be able to walk away. Sarah just running away now. I don't know if Sarah, they probably shouldn't be diving tier 3s, but hey. I mean, actually, it looks like they are. So they are going to get Sarah, maybe? No, Sarah does manage to get out. Probably not the best. They do manage to get other players, so who just died? So they do manage to get Finesse as well. Just take this tier 2. You push high ground now. Snakes are down. All the people you're scared of are down. I mean, you have Wolfie on Elder Form for a little bit longer. The only person that's alive is Sarah and God Akira. And God Akira's going to manage to grab form, but he is just going to die for it. I mean, just take tower. You have 2 people who are hit so hard. That's over 200 damage on both heroes. Tai Chain in a little bit deep all by himself. He is really hard to deal with. And he is just going to turn. I mean, if you're him, you have GG boots. You're not actually scared. You have GG boots yet? No, you don't quite have them yet. Did he opt to not grab him? Yeah, so they just opt to go push somewhere else. All right. Can't complain. They... Oh, so they are going to catch God Akira out, and he is just going to melt. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Is Romp here? As long as Nemo managed to hold on to his thing, I think you just go back with him, yeah. You managed to jump in, do the thing that you're good at, and run away, which is exactly what you wanted to do. You killed off the Shadow Shaman. You took off one of the supports. That's going to make pushing lanes way easier. We do see the Relic finally being picked up here on Finesse. I really like that. He is going to be a lot more easier to do. If you're going to go this build, though, on Alchemist, I don't like the pickup on Power Treads. I mean, you generally have to go for the TP boots. I mean, there's just a lot of choices that I'm not 100% sure I like. Who knows? See how they deal with them. We do have the Heaven's Halberd being picked up. That's definitely an amazing item. We talked about it last game against the PA on Sarah, who was playing the Night Stalker. So another great item. They are going to opt to go take Roche, giving it to Prime Soul. GG Boots finished on? No, still just the mech. Surprised that he has opted to go for the Lotus Sword before he goes for GG. So that's the first Roche of the game. Pretty good time, 25 minutes, about the same time as last game. Underlord hits so hard still. I think you just, with this Roche, you kind of just go and push up. I mean, Elder Form is going to be down here pretty soon, so you might want to wait out for that, wait for that to come back up, but you honestly, I don't think you're scared. I think this is your prime time right now. You're a very strong team if you're anti right now.
Regeneration.
Looking like the Romp is gonna. What does he manage to TP out? He does. Romp does manage to TP out. He was bottom. The split push is pretty good. It does look like Camouflage is just saying, "Don't cross this." I think this is your prime time, though. You have Aegis. You just need to push up. I mean, you have chip damage on tier 3s on almost all of them. You don't have any on the top tier 3. This is your time. This is where you want to go. And they are going to ping it out. They say, we need to go in. I'm actually interested. I haven't actually seen a Crystal Maiden ult yet this game. Kind of interested to see when that happens. I want to say Elder Form is up, though. So, yeah, it is up. So you push in. I think this is the time. You can take this tower. There is actually nothing that you can do. And it looks like Elder Form gets popped, and they are just going to take this tier 2 or tier 3. You take racks with this as well. There isn't actually anything you can do. And there is a blink here on him, and they are going to jump in. Is Sarah going to go down? He is going to melt. So is the Shadow Shaman. God Akira going to go down. It looks like this actually might be 2 racks. I mean, you have the Alk who's just sitting in the back, but it's not like you can do anything. You just take the you take the racks, you take these, you go mid, you take that tier 2 or 3 as well. Yeah, and that is what they're gonna do. They aren't scared. Just go through, hurry up and take it while Elder Form is up. You're not scared. You still have Aegis, so you can just melt through and take this. Honestly, I don't even know if you're scared enough now. You could just keep pushing. You do jump in. We do see... Oh, it does look like Alchemist is going to just melt down, though. So is Nemo, maybe? No, Nemo actually does get saved. Romp going down. God Akira probably going to go down here next. We do have a buyback on both Romp and Think, but we do see 2 out. Here's that big Crystal Maiden ult. Does get Spanished by Romp. We are actually going to see... honestly, I think you pop your ult if you're Underlord right now, if you have the chance. I don't actually think that you can do anything. God Akira is going to be fine. Does use that Glimmer Cape to jump out. We are going to see you get stopped. Taishi going to get killed. Are you going to be able to get saved here by Nemo? This is the time. Nemo is going to go down, and looks like Prime Soul's probably going to go down as well. I mean, there's only so much you can do. That was a little bit bad. You do manage to get a melee racks mid, 2 racks bottom, and you chip the range racks, but that is a team wipe. I mean, granted, I don't actually think that Team Murica can do much about that now. We do have the Radiance up on Finesse. That's a really good item. I think the buybacks here on Romp and on Finesse were definitely needed there. You might trade out this tier 2, but that is not an issue, especially because you have Mega Creeps. They are going to melt down to this PA. Only reason that I think that, only reason I think the Battle Fury was any good, but it does seem like it was a really expensive item. Just so you can make sure you clear out the Megas. Or Supers, as they are right now. Everybody's up. Good idea to back up by Team Murica.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Take that.
Yeah, so honestly, as Anti, I think you just opt to just keep pushing mid. You're not scared. Roche is up, so I think you can... Oh, no, not quite. Roche is up in another 3, or can be up in 3 minutes, so... Forgot that the Aegis was just taken. You either opt to go push in top or push in mid. I mean, mid will push it on its own. Bottom's going to push it on its own. Creeps are in base, so it wouldn't be too hard to get in there and do something about it. Honestly, Return in a really bad spot. He is going to get spotted out, and Wolf Delta can't quite hit him because of all this missed chances, but they do manage to grab him. Are they going to be able to get in? Link up really soon on Dragon Knight. They do stun him, and honestly, I think this is a very dead Return. He is going to get grabbed it by the homing missile, I believe. I don't know if that's enough to kill him. It is actually enough to kill him if he gets hit. So he does get hit and goes down. Another homing missile going out on Antikythera. He should be fine, though. And they are just going to opt to go in and... Not much they can really do. None of the creeps are in base, so... Anti doing a really good job backing up a little bit. Back up. Pushing the lanes. You're doing a really good job right now. I mean, it's 30 minutes. You have a racks and a half, so... You're in a pretty good spot, especially because they're not even done with the outer towers here on Team Murica. Good attempt. I mean, you have so much damage here. Like, you're at... I mean, you have been at 200 damage on Taishi all game. He does have his GG boots and his Lotus Orb, so this tower is just going to melt. Yeah, so we do have the ult coming in here on Romp, but there is going to be a huge fight. It does look like Romp is going to go down. That is a dieback. We are also maybe going to see Finesse go down. He does have his stun coming out. That actually is GG called? I don't think that's GG. Oh, they actually is. That's GG called. That's... Okay. Good little job there. Good game on both. Really did enjoy it. Wanted to say thanks. Sorry that your bag couldn't be here. He had some issues, family issues, so... But, oh no. Good games all around.